Yeah, so I did not get my hair ready or anything. It's in a ponytail, and the fire truck was across the street, so we were watching the backup plan. But whenever the fire truck went there, we're like a close neighborhood, so we went and checked that out. So I decided to do a how to make a homemade eye primer. So I'll show you guys right now. I'm going to sit you down so you don't see my hot mess right now. So, oops, I bet you want to see what I'm doing, don't you? So the things you're going to need are, there's two different ways to make this. You can use a moisturizer, which this is the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer, which I'll actually show you standing up. And this is just what I used to use. Now I use the Proactive one. So you can use a moisturizer with a concealer, but how I do it, which I'm not showing you guys my concealer, but how I do it is I use a body butter so that the substance is thicker, and this is just, let me move everything so I can back it up. This is the Cucumber Melon one from Bath & Body Works. Bath & Body Works up there. And I used to use Exotic Coconut for this, but the scent kind of aggravated my face. And this was $14. So this is Cucumber Melon again, like I said. And, oh, sorry, I didn't finish telling you what you need. And then I am using a foundation. This is a light, hardly any coverage. It is the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup in Warm W2 Light Ivory. It has SPF 17 in it, and you guys can't see it because it's not focusing, but I prefer to use a cheaper foundation so that I only use this for primers. Okay, then you need something to scoop the body butter out with, and a toothpick or a spoon or something to stir with, and lastly a container. So this is what I have now, but I am just going to dump it out and recreate it for you. So sorry, it's going to get loud because I'm washing it out. Sorry that I'm washing it out and everything in the video, but I basically just wanted to show you guys what it looks like while it is made. And I'm not like farting or anything, I'm getting all of this stuff out of it with this towel that I'm using. And you can get these containers at any place. You can get them at the drugstore, Walmart, or Target. I got these at Target in the travel miniature section. And you can get them in many colors. You can just get like a jar, or you can even use a jar that you just finished using and just clean it out. And okay, so what I use to scoop the body butter out with, and it's best to use something that's unscented, but I don't buy unscented body butter, and it's kind of expensive for me to spend $15 just to get a body butter for me to use, but spending $7 on an eye primer that I'll use probably 50 times with this whole bottle is nothing. So this is just a yellow jar. If you can tell, nothing's in it. I just cleaned it out in front of your eyes. So what I do is I use a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon, and I don't use exactly 1 tablespoon, but we're going to take this lid off. Take your body butter, or you can even just use your moisturizer, but I like the body butter because it's a thicker substance. So I'm just going to, sorry, it's kind of awkward to be on the counter. Okay, so I'm just going to scoop about that much on out of there. It's just about half of a tablespoon or so. I'm just going to use my finger to get all of that inside. You're going to get a little bit dirty unless you have a body butter that has a pump, but most body butters don't. Okay, so it looks like that. I'm going to put just like a finger nail size more. Okay, so that's all I'm using for the body butter. Wipe off my fingers for a second. And this cucumber one, it smells so light, but I also use it for my body, so it doesn't irritate my skin. So right now, as you can tell, it's just the body butter. It's just a white substance in there. Okay, so now we're going to take, okay, I'll show you again. And this is what the back looks like. It's the travel jars that you can get. It came in a set with a whole bunch of stuff for an airline package or whatever. So I'm going to take this, shake it up, and I'm actually going to set it inside of the tablespoon. So, do you guys see the tablespoon? I'm going to put it inside the tablespoon in case I get too much. So I'll show you guys. That should be good. So I got about that much. Okay, then we're pouring it in. Okay, we want a little bit more. So I'm just going to pour a little bit more into the tablespoon. You don't want to use too much of this, and basically all that the foundation does is it makes sure that whenever you put it onto your eyelid, it matches the color of your eye, and that's all that the Urban Decay one does. Instead of getting the original one, you can get Sin, which is just a different color and has shimmer in it. So you just get all of that foundation in there. And if you want, you can use a concealer. That way it counteracts any blemishes. If you have any blemishes on your eyelids, or if you have discoloration on your eyelids, that's nice. You could do that. Okay, so we have our body butter and foundation and they're non-mixed. Now we're going to get a toothpick, which we just keep in this thingy. Okay, and we're just going to stir this until there's no lumps left. Can you guys see that? And you just really do not want any lumps because you're going to be putting this on your eye. I'm just going to sit it down for a second because it's going to be faster if I just sit it down. And this eye primer does not crease. If you put in too much, not enough foundation or concealer, and if you're using a body butter, it'll be too thick and it will create creasing to happen. So you want to be careful with that. But the toothpick kind of goes slowly, so I'm going to use the end of the tablespoon measurer. See, it's already all mixed. Okay, so I need just a little bit more foundation because it's a little too thin. So I'm just going to pour it right on in there. Just need to like a dollop more. Just going to mix that in. Okay, you want it to be you don't want it to be soupy, but you don't want it to be thick, which is how it is for me right now. See? So I'm going to keep adding foundation until it gets thinner. And if you're using a body butter, you do not want to use like Revlon Photo Ready or anything like that that's a thick foundation, because by using a thick foundation, it's going to create the body butter and the foundation to be way too thick, and it just won't work out. Sorry, I've never used this tablespoon. I always just like take 10 minutes to stir with a toothpick. Okay, now we're going to take the toothpick just to even everything out. And it's like the perfect thing now. And you want to make sure that the lid does get closed fully every single time, because otherwise your primer will get dried out very quickly. It's the same as any primer, but I was just reminding you guys as a quick fact. And so now I have a finalized primer, and these primers last you literally forever. So now this is the final product. So then you just want to move everything out of the way. Then all you'll do is you'll clean up the edges of the bottle, or the jar, whatever you want to call it. It might help if my fingers are clean so I don't get it dirty while I'm cleaning it. So clean up around the edges. Screw the lid on there. Now you have your own homemade primer. Now this costs you a total of 25 cents with everything measured out and everything. Not the total of like $14 for a whole jar, but like everything measured out. This is 25 cents compared to $17, $18, $16 even for a Too Faced Shadow Insurance or Urban Decay Primer Potion. So I think this is a steal, except the Urban Decay and Too Faced have about an hour to more staying power, but I mean, for 25 cents, you can't beat that. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video, and thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, hit the little yellow button, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.